Hey, what's going on everybody? It's DJ MOJOE, saving the city one party at a time. In this video, I'm going to help my friend Jerry from GTZ Entertainment with SoundSwitch. I'm actually wearing the SoundSwitch shirt and I'm excited to show him how to hook up these lights with dongles and how to use the SoundSwitch software. So if you're interested in learning about this lighting DMX software, stay tuned in this video. I'm going to share with you how to set this all up and answer any questions that Jerry may have. So stay tuned in this video. I'm DJ MOJOE and let me talk about SoundSwitch. So here we are at Jerry's DJ lair. This is his setup right here. He's wearing the Pioneer DJIQ SZ, his MacBook right here. And on this stand is a little plate that holds the Akai APC Mini MIDI controller. There's a SoundSwitch unit right here and the transmitter dongle and his monitor speaker. So he keeps all of his dongles right here in a case, all his cables right there, and we're connecting the dongles to the lights. So right now that's a transmitter and these are all the receivers. All what he had to do was just turn them on using like a small pin or like a pen and to poke on that and it will light up. Now there's different colors. I think there's red, blue, or green indicating the different channels that this receiver is set on. So we have them all at red. So right now we have two Chauvet Easy Par 64 RGB-A, and then we have two LED mini moving heads right here, and then the Chauvet Intimidator Spot 260 right here. So I believe we have 4 lights with dongles, actually 5 and 6, so 6 lights total, and I'm going to share with him how to use SoundSwitch using these lights. So we have the dongle set up, and then we're trying to figure out the DMX address. What you want to do on your fixture is find out how many channels you have it set on. Here it says 4 channel, or do you want 8 channel? Let's do 8 channel. They'll give you more options. And then the DMX address, let's put that to 1. So it depends. If you want all of your lighting fixtures to act the same way, you can assign this, since it's the same exact fixture as this one, you can assign this as DMX address 1. If you want this to be or act differently than this one, since this is set to 8 channels, right? The next one will be a DMX address 9. So I just added 8 to the DMX address 1 to get 9. Now, Jared, do you want this to be the same, or do you want?
Yeah, I think we'll do it to where they're acting the same, since they're the same fixture. So
got it. So do the same with this. You go to the settings,
go find the channel,
right,
and then we're gonna
change that to 8.
Oops. Go back.
There we go. Enter. There we go. Now set that DMX address to 1. Enter. There we go. All right.
So these are now the same.
There we go. Okay. So those are the same. So this, in the DMX universe, it's taking up 8 spaces.
Got it.
So 1 through 8. All right. Now these are these fixtures. You cannot set your other fixtures to the same address because they're different fixtures completely.
So I would set it to address 9.
Correct. Yeah.
And I don't know if I know how to. Do you know how to?
Yeah. I think this is a 15 channel, right? Okay, so hit enter.
Okay.
Just make sure it's a 15, and then go back to DMX, and then DMX address. Change that to. What would we say? 9, right?
9.
There we go. Hit enter.
Okay.
All right, and same thing with this one. Let me make sure how many channels. 15 channels. All right, that's the setting it's already at. DMX address 9.
Okay, got it.
There we go. So we have these fixtures at 1, and they're 8 channels. So the next that's available is address 9.
15 plus 8. Is that what it would be?
So now it's 9 plus 15. That's what.
So
24. So these right here will start off at 24.
Got it.
All right. So right here, turn them on. So let's automatically set these up to DMX address 24. Enter. And then but the thing is, we need to figure out how many channels this one is at. Run mode 14 channel. Okay. So this is going to be very helpful, because when we go back to the SoundSwitch software, we need to input 8. This is a 15, this is a 14 channel, and you'll see how. So we got that there, and it's on DMX number 24, all right? So same thing with this one, we want the same. Enter. All right, and then there it is. So it's a DMX address 24. And actually on top, it does say that it's a 14 channel. Now let's go to the SoundSwitch software. So what we have on right now, we just turn on this SoundSwitch software, and what should happen is that your SoundSwitch unit should glow on the bottom. There's this really cool thing about the box unit here. And also the dongles should also turn green, letting you know that they're all connected. See, this one's green, and all the dongles back there are green as well. So that's the first setup, is just setting up the dongles, the SoundSwitch software, and you know when it's ready when it's lighting up green. So here on the software, we start off with a new venue. There are no fixtures on the right side. So what you want to do is click this plus button, find the name of the fixture, which is the Chauvet, and it's the Easy Par 64 RGBA mode, and we have it as channel 8. You click that, you hit add fixture, and look in the back, we have the two lights showing red. So that first light on the right is showing red. The one next to it is shining red on top as well. I just want to show you visually what it looks like. So Jerry, what was the question you just asked? Like, they're the same, right?
Oh yeah, so I was just asking, so I think we mentioned that they're responding because they're both in the same address. So
Correct.
I didn't know if I should add another easy. So I was thinking I would have said, let's add another light because we have two Chauvets, but now it makes sense that they're both responding to the same commands because they're both on the same address. So
correct.
We only need to add one fixture and they'll do the same.
Yes.
So I could have 8 different ones and only have one fixture on there, and they're all going to do the same instead
correct.
of having 8 different lights.
Yes.
Which explains, I think I was doing it wrong.
The reason why it's all doing the same, even though they're two of the same fixtures, is that they're both in address 1. If the one on the left is address 1, the one on the right is address 9, because it's an 8-channel fixture or mode, whatever it's set up as.
Then you add.
Then it will be different. Then you would add another lighting fixture here on SoundSwitch. All right. So now let's set up the Midi moving heads back there. So I skipped a few steps, and here I am. I added the other fixtures. I added the LED Midi moving heads back there, and I've also added the Chauvet Intimidator Spot 260, and they're all in the same color just because they're following the master track. These auto loops back here. So whatever I set up right here, they're all to the same color and all to the same auto loop. So the main thing is on the right side. Let me see if I can zoom in here on the camera. So it's very important to input the channel addresses. So the easy part, we're in channel 1. To adjust or change the DMX address, you have to double click on just the number right here, channel 1. We'll leave it as channel 1. The things that we have to change are the Intimidator spots and the LED Midi moving heads, and this is what I did here. For the Intimidator spot, I put it to 24 because that's what we have set in the fixture is 24. You want to make sure we match the same DMX address. And then right here for this fixture, I have it as set DMX address 9. So that's how we just have to make sure that with whatever channel you input here on the software matches the address that you set up on the fixture. So there we go. That's how you set up your lights, even though there are different fixtures here on SoundSwitch. Jerry, what do you have to say about this?
I like it. I think now is just a matter of putting them to work.
Okay.
Finding a way to synchronizing them and putting them to work.
Okay. Let's do that. So let me talk about these LED Mini moving heads. As you can see that they are both pointed in the same direction. Some people like to have them opposite. So then for your setup, it's more symmetrical. So one of the things you want to do in one of the fixtures, for example, this one on the left, you go to pan, hit reverse, and then go to tilt, go down, reverse. There we go. So then now we have pan reverse and tilt reverse. And what's going to happen for these moving heads, once we program them to different positions, it's going to do the exact opposite of the other. So right now it's still in the same direction, but let me show you what that looks like. So Jerry has this APC Mini right here, and we want to be able to set that up here on his SoundSwitch. So what would he have to do is go to Midi right here on top, and then these are all the overrides that you can use or assign on this APC Mini. As you can see right here on the devices, it shows APC Mini on the left, so make sure that's selected. And if you notice that we have different options here, such as strobe rate, blackout, full white smoke, UV, all the colors right here, some up faders, master controls, and all this. So to assign a button to your MIDI controller, all you have to do is just right click on that function. For example, strobe rate is going to flash red, letting you know that it's waiting for an input. So what I do for my strobe rate, now the thing is, what's great about these APC Minis is that there's so many faders, you can choose whichever you want right here to be that strobe rate. So Jerry, what do you want to use?
I would go with the first one just to...
All right, there we go. So what happened is he assigned that MIDI fader to that, and now it's all lighted up blue. So he's adjusting the fader, and that's adjusting as well. All right, so you also have the scripted track, master intensity, fader, auto loop master intensity. So all we have to do is, whenever you get the chance, take the time to right click on this. It will highlight red. Now, what do you want your scripted track master intensity to be?
Would it be easy just to go channel 2?
Yeah, sure, let's do that.
So we'll do channel 2. And as soon as I did that, it turned blue, from red to blue.
Yep, exactly. So that's how you know that there is a MIDI assigned to that. And if you put your mouse over it, it will let you know what channel and control button that is assigned to your MIDI controller. Now, auto loop, what do you want that to be?
I'll keep it consistent to
Cool.
3.
All right. So yeah, if you notice what he's doing right now, this is the auto loop master intensity. He's bringing it up and down. Check out the lights right here. They're going up and down, because right now we have it set to the auto loop control. If it was scripted, then we would use the second fader that we use, but right now all of these lights are going through the auto loop master intensity. So in terms of application, for example, it's time for blackout, like, you know, it's dinner time or speeches, and you don't want any lights to go on.
Right.
Just bring it all the way down, which is the third
this
one.
book,
Yep,
I see.
the third one. See?
Got it.
So that's one way how to black it out, is just bring down the auto loop master intensity or whatever that is, or your scripted track intensity, which I think is their second one right here. Now, the other one you can do right here is blackout. This one, it's more of a button, it's not a toggle. So blackout, let me right click. What do you want your blackout button to be?
I'm gonna go with the last one.
Okay, this one is not a fader, it's actually
Okay.
a button, so it's not regular. So let me right click again.
Or would I go with this?
No, choose a button on the...
Let's go second to last. Oh, a button?
A button, yeah.
So maybe like any of these buttons?
Any of these buttons, or maybe like that square. It looks like
shift?
Yeah, it looks like a stop button.
Oh, okay, got it.
You know?
Okay, yeah.
So right here, blackout. So it's highlighted blue, letting you know that, okay, we have a button assigned to that. So let's do this. Let's bring up, yep, there we go. You brought up the up fader.
So the fader's up.
Up, now we have it red, and then hit blackout. Hit black, hold it, there we go, see, blackout.
I see.
Let go, turns back on, and hit it again. There we go.
So this you do have to hold, right?
Yeah, that you have to hold.
You have to hold it. Okay.
Exactly. So how this is helpful, for example, there's like a buildup of a song, and then all you have to do is just black it out, and then after that, once it's time for the drop, it will go crazy and do its thing.
Yeah.
So these are all overrides, as listed right here on top. So if you want to override it with red, yellow, whatever it is going on to the auto loop or the scripted track, you can override and do your manual stuff here. The next thing that I want to share with Jerry right here is a thing called static looks. Now, if you are having dinner, right, and or having a speech and you don't want it to be red, you want it to be a certain color, and you want it to be at a certain direction, you can do whatever you want for these static looks. These lights won't move. that's why it's called static. So it's like a specific scene, however you want. You have 32 options right here. All you have to do is right click. There's 2 options, edit and MIDI map. MIDI map, that means assigning it to a button on your controller or wherever you want, or edit. So just really quickly about MIDI mapping, I guess you can also MIDI map on your SZ. That's why you can choose which device right here.
Okay.
But for our purposes, we're choosing the APC Mini. You can right click right here. Let's do edit. Okay, the lighting fixtures change. So you have complete control of which fixtures you want to change for your static look. Whether you want the easy par, the intimidator spot, or the MIDI moving heads. So you see these circles right here are filled in. They're on. So the top one is the easy par. So if I click on this, it's gonna go off. See that?
Right.
And then right here, same thing with this. But as you can tell here, the intensity is at 100. So I can bring it down just like that. So this is perfect. So think about the situation you want, for example, grand entrance, all right? So we want it to be white. And the things that move are your moving heads right here. So we have your general settings, and we have it to the brightest setting and the color white. You can choose different colors that you want right here, but let's keep it to white. And also let's change the position. All right, so you have the intimidator spot and your LED MIDI moving head. So let's use your intimidator spot. It's highlighted as a blue icon, which is represented right here. There's a grid, and you can move your MIDI moving heads to wherever you want them to be. So if grand entrance is right here, actually usually it's like straight ahead, right in front of them. So I'll leave it like that. It's this marker. And then you can have different position markers that you can assign that to. And then I hit apply. There we go. And okay. Now let's assign this to a button. MIDI map it. What button would you like for static?
I think I'll just try to keep it somewhat symmetrical with the 1. So we'll just do 1.
There we go.
So I pressed that and it went from red to blue.
Correct. All right, so this is what we have right now without it on. Now, Jerry, press that button. There we go.
Got it.
So the thing is, what he's doing right now, he actually has to hold it down, but it may be actually helpful if you just toggle it. So one of the things you can do is right click it, edit, and then you go to, instead of play mode, instead of press and play mode, you go to toggle, hit okay. Now just press it once, and then press it again.
Got it.
There we go. Okay. Now, what if you want a blackout button? I don't think right here there's a blackout button per se that's in toggle mode, because the previous blackout that I showed you is you have to press it, hold it down, right?
Right.
So maybe you can have a static look that says blackout. Like, who knows? Maybe right here, this is my second static look. I have all these off. There we go. I have all these off. Intensity all the way down to 0, and then I'll hit to toggle. Okay. Let's assign that to what MIDI map button do you want that to be?
I'll do the one right next to it.
Good, all right. So one of the great things, it's already listed as disco ball, but let's change that, the static look name. So you can label it to whatever you want. Go to edit, name down here. Let's do it blackout toggle. So I know that that's what it is. I hit okay. There we go. So now it's labeled blackout toggle. So that's how you know what it is.
Got it.
So you can refer back to it like, oh, what is this static look again? So there we go.
So it wouldn't do the uplights blackout though, right? No, because that's just what we're trying to do.
So for the blackout toggle, the settings that you want, if you want a blackout mode for these lights right here, is that you want all of these lights selected on and then the intensity all the way down to 0. Because if you have these light fixtures off, it's gonna go off by the auto loop track. So make sure you have all these on, because you're telling all of these lights that you want them to be an intensity of 0. And that is your blackout function right here. So hit okay. So whenever you want a blackout toggle, you hit that button, it's all blacked out. There we go. All right, so now it's time to go to performance mode. You go to file, switch mode, and then you want to choose the perform option right here. And the setting, the venue that we were messing around with is the one titled with Joe, which is me. So the lights are back at reset. this is how you know that it's in performance mode. We're gonna go to Serato right now. Where's your Serato? Right here?
Yep.
Here's Serato. Now, one of the things that you want to do right away is go to Setup, Midi, choose your Midi device to be your SoundSwitch. Here we go. And then let's load up a track on the right. See that? I move my fader and it's all beat grid. We have, make sure that your track on the right side is set to, is aligned to the grid. And then when you hit play, so if you notice, it's responsive to the fader. Right now it's all the way down, but as I bring the fader up, it gets brighter and brighter, just like that. And don't forget, your master control here is, yep, this is the master fader. So go all the way up. So leave it up like that, okay? And then,
third one.
Yep, just leave whatever MIDI control setting fader you have all the way up. And then this dictates the brightness right here. But for example, if someone's complaining about the brightness, like it's too bright, but yet you don't want to bring the fader down just to lower the brightness, you lower down this thing right here so it won't be so bright, and then you can be fine with this. So anyways, let's start playing it and let's see what will happen. There we go. So it's moving right now. Perfect. Now it depends on what auto loop you have set for right here. So what you can do is either you can press a button here. We haven't done it just yet, but you can assign which bank or which scene that you want, which auto loop you want on the MIDI controller. But I believe you can also do it on the software itself. So I'm gonna go back to SoundSwitch, and then you go to MIDI, and then you can go to auto loops, and you can choose any of the pre-made auto loops right here. If I want blue, it went to blue. If I want the teal, it went to teal. So if you don't have a MIDI controller, you can go to the SoundSwitch software and actually press one of these buttons here. But the thing is, if you're live performing, you know, it just takes so much time.
Yeah,
you know, and so having something like this, and once you get familiar with your settings and what you assign the button to on your MIDI controller, the faster it will be to recall that function. So yes, so to answer some questions out there, you can go back to SoundSwitch software and press the button, but it does take time. So let's go to static looks. Right now I'm in performance mode still, but let's hit that blackout toggle. Here we go. I'll do it. Yeah. So I'm going to do it on the computer. So right now it's on, off. So there we go. So you can do it two ways. One, you can actually go to software and press it, or you can press the toggle button right here. Two ways, but this is the benefit of having a MIDI controller for your setup. If you don't have a MIDI controller, you can always go back here on SoundSwitch and choose the function that way as well. But what's really important is just you just take the time to figure out, okay, what button do I want to assign everything? Your layout is a little bit different than mine.
Right, of course.
Okay, so it's just a little bit different, whatever makes sense for you. All right, so there we go. And most importantly, just make sure that your track is aligned to the beat. That way, because it is also aligned here in SoundSwitch. Really quickly, we're almost done here with switch mode, edit. You see these grid right here? It's all timed to whatever grid, whatever you have set up right here. SoundSwitch uses the grid, same thing with Serato. So, yeah, this is it.
Nice.
All right, so Jerry, what kind of questions do you have?
I think I was just saying about the automation. So I think so if we want to automate some of these songs, do we hit automation first, or do we select a song and then hit automation?
All right, so yeah, what you want to do is select the track and then right click it. There we go. Auto script selected track. Hit that button. What do you like to save? Hit yes. There we go. Now you have all these settings right here that you can choose the colors, the intensity, how fast, what positions and all that, all the cues, hit okay. So now there's our overall progress with that. And then there we go, hit OK. There we go. So you'll know that there's a script assigned to it when you see that S over on the left side.
I see.
So,
okay.
So now let's go. Let's double click on the song and see what pops up right there. There it is. So this is this track itself, and on top, SoundSwitch automatically generated a script for it, and you can always modify this later. So let's zoom in to see what that looks like right here. So we have the bars right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just keeps going. And on the 9th bar, which is pretty smart, right? It recognized something, there's a change in the song. Now you see the pulses. And right now I'm just explaining to you what this represents. So this line right here represents it's a middle intensity right now.
Okay.
If you have it all the way down, there's not gonna be any light. And just the fact is at 50%, and it looks like it pulses up at these beats, and down here all the colors, first it starts red and then turns green for the next 8 bars, and then turns to a different color. So let's play that right now just through the computer's speakers. So right now, okay, if you notice, I play it but there's no light, right? Remember what we assign our fader to be our scripted? It's the one on the left. Yep, 2. Now you see it. Now you see it up. All right.
So let's talk about the fader, the 2 and the fader 3, because originally, if you guys remember, I think the fader 3 was not for the scripted. It was for the auto loops.
Exactly.
So fader 3 is only going to work if you are doing the auto loops, but because this is scripted,
correct,
we use a channel 2. So we're going to get the intensity up.
There we go.
And then we'll shoot it.
Here we go. So this is the first one. And I'm only going to do like the first maybe 30 seconds of it because I don't want this song to be taken down for copyright. There it is. It's pulsing if you notice a little bit. Really hard to tell with my camera, but it is pulsing. You see it?
Yeah.
Because right here, that's what it's doing. And then after this, 3, 2, 1, it's going to go to stay at one color.
Yeah. And it's not doing much, so it's staying pretty level at half.
Exactly.
But then it's gonna kick in here with some multiple colors down there.
Right here, you see that pulse? So get ready, it's gonna pulse in a bit. There it is, pulsing.
Got it, yeah.
I'm changing colors. It's building up the energy right here. And here's the thing, if you want the pulse to be more dramatic, then you can lower your bass intensity to maybe 20%. Your bass intensity is basically this thing right here.
Right.
So that way
it makes it so there's a difference. So it's a big difference.
It is a big difference. So now you can actually play with it. So right here, I lower down the bass intensity to low right here. See how the lights aren't as bright, but then once it kicks, here we go. You got bright all of a sudden, right?
Right.
So lower your bass intensity. It's just something small, not all the way down like this. This is all the way down, but maybe just something a little bit, maybe 10-15%. So that way, whenever it pulses, it's more of a contrast.
More dramatic.
Dramatic
pulse.
Exactly. So I know it may be a lot of work to set up all of your lights, but imagine you're at Starbucks or you're just chilling in your house trying to script these tracks and you want to see what your light show could look like. One of the main things that you want to do is go to SoundSwitch preferences, and they have this option that says display master track visualizer, and now you see a little visualizer pop up in the bottom left. You hit done. Now you don't need your lights back there. You can just look at your overall visualizer right here. See that?
Right, I see. Got it.
That's how you go.
Okay.
Now there is a Facebook group for SoundSwitch users. A lot of people have been doing many great things with SoundSwitch, and I think they've incorporated some other lighting softwares which allows you to visualize it how it would be at your setup. I'm not there yet, but I'm going to take a look into it. So that way you don't need to have your fixture set up. You can have it visualized in a separate software.
Got it.
That does it. So SoundSwitch is great just because it's continually developing to make it easier for DJs and for more advanced users. So yeah, this is it.
I can see it. I like it. I think SoundSwitch and Serato, Pioneer, some of these big brands they're really putting it together, man. I see it. Thank you for coming out. I know it's just, sometimes we just need that little bit of push, And I hit up my boy Joe. I was like, man, I need you to come in and just give me that little push. And it's what he's done today. So I think from here on, basically just a lot of practice, continue, play with it, mess with it, and master it, and have fun with it.
Cool. Yeah. All right, guys, so that is a wrap. We're all done here. It's been a successful day showing Jerry about SoundSwitch, and I hope you took some value out of this too. If you want to dive into the software, it is a great software, and I love using it at my events, and it is one way to stand out among the other DJs out there. And if you portray that to your clients, they'll see that value, and overall, you're creating a better experience for them. So I'll leave the links to the equipment and gear down in the description below. I'll also leave a link to the Facebook group if you want to join the SoundSwitch user group. And yeah, hope this was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll be happy to assist and help you out with whatever you have. So I'm DJ MOJOE, saving the city one party at a time. Make sure you follow me on social media and all of that. So anyways, I'll see you in my next video. Once again, thank you for watching. I'll see you then.